Hello, my dear parents. Welcome back to Sabutri Kids Story Pod. This time, not for a story, but to know more about handwriting. And as we told you, we have 10 modules that we are going to present one after the other, starting from the basics, the skills that you should encourage and help to develop in each child. Skills are always there in them. It is for us as a parent or as a teacher to tap, develop, and enhance. So, let us see today's introduction to handwriting. What leads to handwriting or any skill in a child from a newborn is motor skills. So motor skills are basic movements that involve the different muscles of the body, and they can be classified largely as gross motor skills and fine motor skills. Gross motor skills, they involve large muscles, that is the torso, hands, legs. Activities that involve these parts involves the whole body movements, like moving within a given space. They can even bend, they can crawl, they can walk, they run. So that is the physical activities. Gross motor skills also includes balance, coordination, awareness, and physical strength. So like I told you, it can be, when I say involving large muscles, it can include walking, running, jumping, and such activities. So when we do walking in school, we make kids walk on a balancing beam. So if it's a small platform, a very narrow one, make your child walk, and here we see that the child uses alternate feet while walking instead of going like this and then bringing the same feet forward and pulling along the second. They have to use alternate feet while walking. Running, balance while running. Jumping, there has to be, if you can see a rhythm in jumping, so then there is some coordination there. But more about coordination is when they can catch and throw a ball. Let us start with a soft ball, a bigger one, and slowly move into smaller ones. So catching and throwing, eye-hand coordination, that is very important. Pulling and pushing, it can be a chair, but they must know how much pressure they can put on it while pulling and pushing. And the same is while climbing stairs. Just as I told you, like walking on a beam, a balancing beam, we see that the children are able to use alternate feet while climbing stairs. We must teach them to hold on to the support, a railing, and walk up and down using alternate feet. This will come slowly, it doesn't come at one stroke, but we should encourage them to do it. So that is it. So that is with, it covers all of this: balance, coordination, awareness, and physical strength. So to take one clean look at the activities again, that in our gross motor skills: walking, running, jumping. It can, finer in that is to catch and throw a ball, pulling and pushing, and climbing stairs, where larger muscles of the body, the whole body movement is there and larger muscles are involved. Okay, so now let us move to the fine motor skills, of which handwriting is a part. Fine motor skills involve small muscle movements using hands and wrists. School and work related tasks, even any drawing, coloring, like I'd already told you about coloring within the outline and all that. So we are starting from the kindergarten level I would say, play school level, 1.5, 2 year old kids onwards. So we will move up to the foundation of writing, the letters of the alphabet. So now, coming back to fine motor skills, how can you enhance fine motor skills? The best is clay modeling. Try to select clay which is not too much of chemical, or make your own with flour at home, maida or flour, oil and salt, and just bind it together, make it flexible. And we know this maida or all purpose flour is very flexible, and get children to bind them with their hands, so it adds strength to their fingers. And that is what clay modeling is all about. But for all these activities, I would suggest that there is adult supervision. Parents sit with the child, and when you also join your child in making small models, or you make the model and encourage your child to make a similar one, you're motivating your child towards something, and maybe your child will get too creative with clay modeling, or even further later. Okay, another activity from next to clay modeling is threading beads. This is a wonderful activity because we start in a play school or preschool with bigger size beads, and we start with wooden beads. They are more sturdy for the child to hold, and through a small hole they have to use a thicker twine. So then accordingly you change the size of the bead and the thickness of the thread. So this is a wonderful activity to improve the fine motor skills, finger control and finger strength for your kids. The next activity is sorting. Sorting is not only like they learn to hold a thing and put it in a tray. It can be based on color, it can be the objects, like any divided plate at home will work for you as a sorting tray. In this they learn colors, in this they can learn shapes. There's so much. You just cut color paper and put it all together in one part and ask them to sort it according to color. Cut the same paper as a square, a circle, a triangle, and ask them to sort. They learn shapes. Very simple with things right around us. The next activity is, this is a fantastic one, and I've seen children in our play school enjoy this the most. Mystery bag. Two bags which you can just pull along with string and tighten. Put similar things in both. The children don't look into the bag, they just put their hand inside, pick an object from one bag, feel it, and try to pick the similar object from the second bag. So this is a wonderful activity and children will really love it. The next one is stamping. So we get nowadays the ready-made stamps with plastic, and one side has got some design on it. Allow the child to just go pressing. See, when that pressure that they give, that is enough to help their fingers. Next one is fingerprinting. I love to do such activities. This and freehand drawing with my kids in play school, is you can get all colors on your hands and they love it also. Just make sure that they don't get it on their dresses. We have kids wearing a plastic apron when they do such activities. There's so much of color, watercolor around. Dip their fingers and fill up a figure printing with their fingers. So there, the index finger. In the next module, I'll tell you why the index finger plays a major role when it comes to handwriting. And then same thing with freehand drawing. Let them dip their hands and go on a chart paper, go on a coloring paper, any way they like, create their own patterns, or give them a brush, the painting brush, attach a stick to it, make it longer and make them go up and down the paper. That is fun, and that is also learning. So that is to fine motor skills. Yes, dear parents. So that was my introductory episode to handwriting. And now we will go into the actual writing, starting with the formative instruments for writing, why the index finger is important, finger control, activities to develop finger strength, we have already seen. So one episode per day for the next 10 days that I cover my 10 modules. And as I always say, any queries, please do come back to us on Sabutri Kids Play School at gmail.com, and we'll be happy to help you with the best ever way we can. Keep encouraging, keep motivating your children. There's nothing that they cannot do. And if you are with them, they will conquer the world.